Hello and welcome to this pick a card reading today. If you are new, then I want to welcome you. I'm happy to have you here. And if you're a returning subscriber, well, of course, welcome back. My name is Jody. I am an intuitive mentor and channel, which means it's my job to listen to spirit and to provide the divine messages and insights that are coming through for you. You can find out all about me and my services anytime at thespiritexperience.com. So I'm taking a moment to clear the decks that we're going to be using in this reading. Today we are getting advice from your health guides. Now, of course, health is a broad subject. This could be, your mental health, your emotional health, your physical health, your energetic or spiritual health. So as we move through your reading, we'll get a better idea of what it is they want you to focus on or what your health guides are talking about. So I'm just going to remove the decks for now that we won't be using to pick the initial 3 cards here. Oracle of E. Keep us with the light. Lots of information with this pull today. And I'll be using the native spirit and I will be showing you these cards. We're going to pick 3 so that you can ask your intuition which card is calling to me for the messages that I need and the advice that I need from my health guides at this time. Quick reminder that this is a collective reading. It's a general reading. It's not an individual reading, so take from your reading the nuggets and the things that are resonating with you and the insights and the guidance that is resonating with you, and you can leave the rest. This is number 1, Freedom Horse. These cards, of course, are beautiful, as you can probably already tell. Card 1, Group 1, Freedom Horse. We'll continue, they said. Walking in Beauty. Card 2, Group 2. And finally, yes, okay. Grandfather Sky. Love that energy. Card 3, Group 3, Grandfather Sky. All right, so take a moment to ask your intuition, ask your vibes, which card you're being called to get some advice from your health guides at this time. And when you have made your selection, you can head down below to the timestamps to jump right ahead to your reading. Hello, Group 1, and welcome to your reading. Today we're receiving advice from your health guides. And if you're listening to this, then you chose the first card all the way to the left, the Freedom Horse. Love this energy. We are going to be actually reading from 2 of the books today because, well, they've asked me to. So I'm just going to kick off your reading with the card meaning straight from the Native Spirit Guidebook. Freedom Horse. Let your spirit fly. Do not hold back. Break free and express yourself. Flaunt your stuff. Dance, laugh, explore, and go beyond predictable behavior. Get out of the rut. You don't need to fit the mold. Be daring. Fling your arms to the heaven in joy. Wow. Well, obviously, Freedom Horse makes sense. Lots of joy, breaking free, physically being able to get yourself out of a rut or some kind of predictable behaviors that may have been going on. Again, we're going to get more information about what part of your health this concerns, but you're being called to freedom, Group 1. If you chose this card, you're looking for freedom, you're hoping for freedom, you're asking for freedom, and this is the card that's going to provide you with the messages from the health guides as to where you need to free yourself up or get out of a rut, it looks like. So you're going to need to bear with me here. You can fast forward through this part if you'd like. They're asking me to bridge these to see where all of the cards are laid out, but I don't know. I have a thing about picking them physically on camera so that you know that I didn't pre-pick with any specific intention other than for your reading. So we're going to pull right from the top 3 cards here and 3 cards here. And again, just bear with me as I set up the reading. We'll get a keeper of the light. Just want to make sure that's upright, yes. Keeper of the light for you to be working with as you move through whatever the guidance is, or it looks like as you move into your freedom and get out of that stuck energy, get out of that rut that you're in or that you've been experiencing, or slowed energy, thank you, to help you there, a keeper of the light. Also, they've asked for an animal guide, so we'll grab one of those for you. Group 1, please. Group 1. Okay. And a couple of tarot cards. It is a pretty extensive reading from the health guides. However, they have asked me to just pick them all and lay them out. So again, feel free to fast forward. And last but not least, the Oracle of E. Let me see this on the screen if I can get a bit more room here. Yes, I can. Last but not least, the Oracle of E, which will close, thank you, I see it, which will close your reading. All right, let's see what your health guides have to say about it, shall we? Group 1, Freedom Horse. So first I'm going to take these 3 cards and take a look at them together here. This is how they explained was a bit of a past energy, etc. So we got a 5 of Hearts, it's a 5 of Cups, a 2 of Hearts, which is a 2 of Cups energy, and the 6 of Wands. Okay. So obviously this has to do with your emotional self. Maybe you're feeling bogged down a bit and have been with your emotions, or cluttered emotions, or confused in your emotions, or things, or the way that you feel about something, possibly a relationship, okay? You're trying to make a decision around a specific relationship, or you've been making decisions and changing your heart, right? A change of heart around a particular relationship. And the 6 of Wands is really highlighting the fact that you have been doing the work, and they're asking you to kind of continue there, because it's your health guides acknowledging the changes that you've been going through emotionally as it concerns a specific coupling, or as it concerns a specific choice of the heart that you've been either struggling making or being challenged in making. Like, you may have mixed emotions around it, but the freedom is calling you. And the 6 of Clubs here tells me they're acknowledging what you've been going through emotionally. They're acknowledging your emotional center, and they want you to be able to persevere through this. So keep going, Group 1. You're doing a great job. Freedom is calling, and I feel like you are answering the call in the best way you can, even if it's been really confusing emotionally. So far, this looks like we're talking about your emotional health here. Not King of Cups. Okay. The King of Cups, and more, of course, heart energy, heart-centered energy. So in this case, you may be representing the King of Cups here, which is a very beautifully, emotionally stable and wise master. Doesn't have to be a masculine energy. It's, again, you may be represented by this energy. It's a person who is becoming more stable with their emotions, recognizing where there might be some flaws, is how they're saying it, flaws, or where they might be experiencing some confusion or change in their change of heart, right? A change of heart. And so if you've been pondering something in your emotional center that's been really bothering you, you do have the ability here to master that, they're telling you. You may be already doing it, as they're kind of giving this as this has already happened, so past type of energy. It's really an acknowledgement about the work that you've been doing, and if you have been feeling confused in your emotional body, in your emotional sphere, in your emotional energy, right? Because you do have an emotional body, and your emotional health is extremely important. You may just feel like you want to break free. You want to be either free of this decision that you have to make, you want to just make it already, or on the back of a decision, you may have these, confusing emotions around it, or maybe you had a change of heart and you just don't want to be in a particular relationship anymore. And And this will have to do with, it doesn't have to be like a romantic relationship. It could be like a really great coupling that had went on for a while, but it just isn't serving you anymore, and you have had a change of heart around it. They're acknowledging the work you've done up till this moment, and they're giving you the nod. It's like a nod or tipping of the hat from spirit that you do have the ability, group one, to create this beautiful, high-level emotional stability and fulfillment for yourself, and that's going to spill out into your life in order for you to help others. So the emotional health piece is what we're looking at in the past, that they're really regarding as high level. You've got what it takes to clear out your emotional body and feel free. Feel free to feel. Okay, feel free to feel is how they're saying it. All right, let's take a look at these 3 cards, which will represent what's coming, what's available for you, in the future as far as your health is concerned. Okay, you've got a Jack of Diamonds, which is a page or a knight of Pentacles, depending on how we're reading it. We'll see what's connected. A Queen of Hearts. Love that energy. And wow, a 10 of Clubs. These are, well, I'm going to see what's under this card too here, but these cards are obviously, you've got some court cards and a completion energy. So the load that you've been carrying, this acknowledgement energy, you will persevere through this, and you will be able to complete that, drop that heavy load, right? Drop those heavy emotions, clear out your emotional body, and be free. You can see here as well, you've got this court card, this high level queen, telling you, in the future, you're not going to be so quick to jump into maybe the same kind of thing that either hurt you or confused you before, or maybe the same kind of connection or relationship or heart connections, that you're gonna feel really good about yourself. You're gonna be nurturing yourself in the future. Your emotional self is gonna feel so beautifully stable. You've got the King of Cups here telling you, yes, 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 you're on your way. And then you see this come to fruition here is how they want me to say it. Come to fruition. Emotional freedom is yours. The ability to take care of yourself, the ability to feel really good about the decisions you're making and how you're feeling about it. Also, this creates movement here on the physical plane for you because you've got this Jack of Diamonds, Jack of Pentacles. This means there is a new opportunity for you coming on the physical plane because you're taking care of yourself and you're waiting. It doesn't feel like you're impulsive anymore around your emotions. You're not just going with the first thing you feel. You actually allow yourself to ask within, go, how do I really feel about this? What's coming up for me here? Because that's true emotional freedom, is to be in touch with your emotions fully. It helps create this new path or this new beginning that you can move forward in, taking one step at a time and feeling really good about the decisions you're making as it concerns your heart center. Love that. And again, this 10 of Wands, this is a completion energy. It's a closure energy. So you'll be putting this behind you for sure, allowing yourself to step into being able to feel free to feel, as they said, however it is that you want, and not feeling bad about it, right? Like sometimes when you get this kind of energy going on, your emotions are confused, and that can be as the result of, people either not acknowledging your feelings or telling you you can't feel that way, or it's not cool to feel that way, or asking you why you would feel that way, not honoring your feelings, not having the support around how it is that you feel, being like gaslit. They're showing me that gaslit energy, like someone trying to manipulate the way that you feel. In the future here, your emotional health is at an all-time high, is what they just said. And that's why you feel so free. You don't allow other people's emotions or other people's opinions to dictate how it is you're going to feel or dictate what kind of moves you make as a result of your beautiful connection to your emotional body in the future. And that sends you on a brand new path, a wonderful new path, really. And it helps you to release and close out the chapter that, involved this kind of energy. Wow. 10 of Swords as well. 10 of Swords. So yes, it's all areas of life. I was wondering if we were going to get a sword energy there because we have hearts, cups, we have the diamonds, pentacles, we have the clubs, wands, and now we've got the fourth suit here with the swords energy. So you've got all areas of life working much better because you've been able to clear out and come to an emotional stability that you've never been able to like experience or master before. You're actually able to master it. You've got these two tens, I would say, are the heavier tens of the 10 of all the suits, and you've got both of them telling you very clearly, group one, you are on your way to freedom, closing that chapter up, leaving that heavy load, closing this chapter up and ascending, leaving the hurt behind, leaving the mind games behind, leaving the it's like self-deprecation, like the thoughts that come in that say like that you're beating yourself up, or why am I putting up with this, or why am I still in this, or why, creating these confusing emotions or the change in your emotions. And then eventually that leads you to having the change of heart, of course, but in the end, you release. This is a closure energy. You're no longer going to be working in this way of confusion at all, frankly. You will persevere through it. Look at that. So your emotional body is going to clear right out, which is beautiful. You're going to start loving yourself, moving on a whole new path, and continuing to be able to release not only the heavy emotional weight that you might be carrying in your energy, but also any kind of thoughts around why it is that, you know, you had to go through this, or you chose this, or you had to experience that, or you had to, et cetera, right? You're going to release and ascend. And this provides this energy here, this freedom horse energy. So it is coming. It's important to be taking care of yourself and honoring your feelings, group one. You'll be able to master it. It's beautiful energy. Let's see who's helping you with this Keepers of the Light. Serapis Bay, Ascension. Not surprising, I have to say. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. The light is here. Wow. Look at that. He's like, please, I'm stable and I am ascending. So it's emotional ascension. Move into your true self. Rise above the darkness. That will be this energy. The light is here. You are the light. And I think you're able to step into that now. Plus, you can imagine your emotional body just being cleared out with light. And this will help you feel the emotional freedom. It will help you feel emotionally free. Let's see what kind of animal we've got helping you. Dugong. Trust, grace, mystery, and humor. Ooh, I kind of love. Oh, they're saying 6, Jody. And here's the only 6 we've got for you. So see, the perseverance is just another recognition. You can trust yourself. You can move through with grace. The mystery and the humor is so wonderful. But that's just trusting your guides to guide you, trusting that your health guides are acknowledging you, is what they're saying. Wherever you are right now on your path, they're watching, they're waiting, they're watching what you do, and they're, how do you say that though? It's like they're guiding you forward on the back of this message. So if you've just begun to sort of ponder a relationship or you're starting to have a change of heart and you've been feeling it bubbling up, they want you to understand that they're acknowledging you and that it's okay to not know everything with this mystery piece and to keep it kind of light, to persevere. You've been seen, you've been heard. And as you continue, you will still be seen and heard. On your path to freedom here, on your path to emotional freedom. You can trust yourself, you can trust your team. You can do it with grace and humor, which is wonderful. You know, it doesn't always have to be so heavy. It can actually be light. This is like a double meaning. Rise above the darkness. The light is here. So joy is available to you. Happiness is available even as you're going through this process of coming out of heavy emotions or dark emotions. The light is becoming more and more available, and they see you and they're guiding you. The health guides are guiding you It's your emotional body. If this is to do with a relationship, then ask your relationship guides to also call them in to help and see what they have to say about it, as well as if they're talking about, I know we have a 2 of hearts here, but they're talking about if it's a work relationship. So you may have worked with a friend or somebody that you care about, or maybe you just worked with them for a while and it's not that you don't like them or anymore. You just feel like you've had a change of heart. It's time to move on, etc. They're kind of guiding you with a joyful energy, as well as the sadness that comes with maybe making a change or having a change of heart around it. And the light is here. They're guiding you to the light. They're guiding you to freedom. I'm happy for you, group 1, because emotional freedom, clearing out your emotional body and being able to take care of yourself and embark upon a new path and close out an old chapter to begin a new one is an amazing thing. Especially when it involves freedom, and not only freedom, but emotional freedom. Okay, let's close out your reading with this beautiful message this fun deck, the Oracle of E. Ooh, head games, 36. Ooh, okay. This may be around what it is you're thinking right now. They just said, might be what it is you're thinking right now. Okay. Head games. The trouble with smart people, and yes, that means you, is that they occasionally have a tad bit of difficulty surrendering to the big guy. They want to analyze everything, figure everything out, go from A to B to C to D ad nauseum. So here's all you need to know about this. Sometimes it's better to let go. Okay? It's better to let go. I feel like you're going to have the ability to trust yourself into freedom. And as long as you're not questioning ad nauseum your path forward, your emotions, letting your head get in the way, letting your head mess with you, then clearly you're beginning a new path and you're releasing the old and you're making your way toward the light and making your way toward freedom. Even if you don't know the path quite yet, exactly how it's going, don't let your head get involved. That's the point where you want to trust the big guy and let go. Well, group 1, this was your reading. If you found it helpful, please let me know by giving it a thumbs up or leaving me a comment, and share with someone you think would enjoy this message as well, or would like to hear a message or needs a message as well from their health guides. And don't forget to subscribe and hit that notification bell so you'll be notified when I post a pick a card reading or a quick pick reading. As I said, I'm happy for you. I think that this has been, they said a long time coming for you, group number 1. And, the light is here. Ascension is here. Call upon your guides to help you in whatever area of life this is showing up for you with, because it can be difficult when you're clearing out your emotional body and seeking emotional freedom and seeking freedom in general. But you have what it takes to rise here, to ascend, and to move onto a new path. Even if you don't know what it is, you're able to make tracks and leave the old behind. Don't let your head get in the way. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 1. Hello, group 2, and welcome to your reading. Today we're getting advice from your health guides. If you're listening to this, then you chose the second pile right in the middle, the second card, Walking in Beauty. Obviously a gorgeous card, obviously a gorgeous message. I'm excited to get more information from you. I'm excited to get more information from your health guides for you. I'm going to set this aside. We are going to read from 2 different guidebooks today, as they've asked me to, for 2 different cards, but we'll start here with the Walking in Beauty card from the Native Spirit deck by Denise Lynn. Okay, Walking in Beauty, let's find it. Card meaning: radiant beauty surrounds you. You're beautiful inside and out. No matter what your age, your grace is growing, being in balance. As you walk in beauty and feel gratitude for it, your life will be filled with immense splendor. Whenever you can, spend time in natural, wild places. As you see and hear and feel beauty around you, as you see and hear and feel beauty around you, your own beauty will grow. Wow. This is inside, outside, all around you. You literally are like in a beauty bubble. Okay, I love that. Divine Beauty Bubble, group number 2. It's amazing. What they've asked me to do is get all of the cards first. So you're going to have to bear with me with this. If you'd like to fast forward it until you see all the cards displayed, that is completely up to you. I just personally like to pull them on screen just so that you can see that the card is being pulled for your group specifically at the time of your reading. All right, so as I said, feel free to fast forward. Woo, I saw that, but we're still gonna flip it because we'll look to see who's helping you out there. Keeper of the light at the end of your reading. And we're getting an animal here. Ooh. Okay, thank you. I am gonna bridge this deck here. This is a Sunburst playing cards. Okay. 3 here and 3 there. The Luna Soleil Tarot. Grabbing a couple here. Thank you. Oh, both. Okay. This here? Yeah. And last but not least, the Oracle of E. So this sort of is representing what you've been going through or what you've been through and what's available to you in the future is this other side here. That's how they kind of explained it to me there. So I'm excited about, you know, having that intention and that clarity from the health guides right up front, because that's what we want. This? Okay. There we go. All right, let's take a look at your cards. What kind of advice do your health guides have for you? Let's start here. We've got the 7 of Hearts, the 6 of Diamonds, and the 2 of Wands, the 2 of Clubs. They're saying, you know, you've gotten to a place of where you have experience, I would say that way. You've gotten to a place where you've gained experience through either the choices that you made or what it is that how you followed your heart. Thank you. And so, yeah. There's an opportunity coming or decision that needs to be made here. That is one that is probably very exciting or inspiring. If that's come up for you already, then you'll know exactly what it is that I'm talking about. And you've got the 6 of Pentacles here, which is an interesting energy of wealth and balance on the physical plane and the need to continue. Let's just say it that way. They want me to say continue. So using your experience and being able to continue in a balanced way. They're saying that your health, your physical self, so energy, exactly. Your energy and your physical self has been tired sometimes. So you must have been working from the heart and being able to make some tracks and get to a certain place where they're asking you, they're providing a new opportunity that's hopefully going to be more imbalanced here, the health guides, for your physical balance, for your physical, it's like stability. That's what they're saying. Let's see what's under this. The Hanged Man. Ooh, okay. So this is like, you may have been frustrated, either not knowing what to do. The Hanged Man energy is about like being put on a break, a pause. And this feels divinely ordered, like your health guides have put you on a pause and they're looking at it like an opportunity for you to be able to see how to do something in a different way as you're moving forward. Because I think sometimes you push, and this card here is the bubble that you're in, the beauty bubble. And so a Hanged Man energy is like, stop, weight. So if you've been feeling like, I feel a bit stagnant, or I feel uninspired, is what they just said. Uninspired, like you're looking around and you don't feel like anything's beautiful, or you're looking in the mirror and you don't feel like anything is beautiful. You can't see the beauty in yourself, and you're not noticing beauty around you anymore. That's why you've got this kind of energy. So if you've already been in a break, or you've already been feeling uninspired, or not being able to make a choice between this or that, or what it is that you want to do in the future, or you haven't been inspired to choose, is how they're saying it. It's because there's some balanced energy that needs to be looked at that possibly was out of whack before, because you were following your heart, or you were trying your best. It feels like you were trying your best. So this feels a bit, it's almost like a go, go, go energy has affected your physical self. So working from the heart is so amazing. It's provided you, as I said, with a ton of experience, being able to feel good about what you've been able to accomplish. But you might have hit a wall where you don't feel like you're like, okay, this is good. I've got it to a good place and I feel all right, but is this really serving me anymore? I don't feel inspired. It's sort of affecting all areas, like your physicality, your physical energy may be low, your physical self may feel tired, your mind might be worn out. I mean, I'm not getting any swords here, but it just, how they're giving it to me is it's affecting like your self as a whole, right? And that's why they want you in the beauty bubble, walking in beauty at all times. In this case, I think that's kind of humorous that the health guides here are giving you the Hanged Man energy with this card. It's almost like before you can fully step into the beauty bubble, or walking with the beauty bubble or something like that, right? You've got to take this pause. So as I said, if you've been feeling stuck or uninspired, that's divinely ordered. This is what's been happening or what has happened. If you feel like you've come down off the limb, or you've righted yourself and you've taken the breaks that you needed and you're feeling like more balanced, like you can continue going, you're starting to feel bits of inspiration coming in, that means you've been recharged. Like your physical self has been recharged, your heart center's in the right place, you're recharged your energy, and your mind has been able to be more calm or see it from a totally different perspective, so you can get those inspiring hits and feel good about it. But it feels to me that directly after coming down from that hanging upside down position, and being able to see it from a different view, you've it's a loss of control energy. That's why I said it's divinely ordered. They pause us sometimes on purpose. And we have all these feelings, and we're meant to think about it and feel about it and look at our past and look at what we've been able to do and ask ourselves the questions. And it can feel like stuck energy, but it's divinely ordered from spirit, in this case from your health guides, for you to take a moment to reflect. And then when you get down and when you have that new perspective, or you feel like you've been rejuvenated enough, your physical self, again, all areas, that's when you get down and you start walking in beauty, where you're noticing beauty all around you. You're starting to feel bits of inspiration, but I don't feel like you're meant to like push. You're not running in beauty, right? You're walking in beauty. So the beauty is reflected outside of you possibly at first, or you're seeing things from a different perspective, which helps you understand that. And then you're meant to be able to see it within yourself. This is like a collective health energy. I mean, it's affected all areas. It feels like you've been able to accomplish things by following your heart, but it may have worn you out. Group 2. Let's see what's under here and what's available in the future. Queen of Hearts. Love that. The 2 of Pentacles. Again, that's a balanced decision. And the 5 of Hearts. Okay. You're going to have to keep returning to the beauty bubble, is what they're saying, because they just said, be careful, group 2. Be careful with this future energy. I feel like you've lived from your heart, and it feels really good when you're in that space. And this energy now tells you, when you're inspired and you start loving yourself, and this is the self-care, self-beauty, taking care of myself, seeing myself in a beautiful, compassionate way, you know, yeah, just really, you're seeing yourself in the highest expression from your heart. That's what the Queen of Hearts is about. And so this is what's available for you. Clearly, you're able to walk in beauty. This isn't like, it's not a question as to whether or not that's going to be available for you or not. However, you're still having to make decisions here, and they want you to do it in a balanced way. You're getting the Two of Pentacles here. This is like inspiration energy, where you're trying to make a decision based on what you're inspired to do. And here they're saying, take care of yourself, continue to walk in that beauty bubble, continue to look at what's around you and what's inspiring you. But it doesn't mean that you have to jump at it and exhaust yourself. And the Five of Hearts says your heart may be changing, right? You may have a different idea of what feels good to you or what you are inspired to do. And that's all right. The Queen tells you, take a step back, wait for a moment, look at the bigger picture, make a beautiful, balanced decision for yourself. Because the energy is one of waiting in order to be able to get back into a balanced state so that you can make balanced decisions based on your true heart center, not feeling like, oh, I have to do what I used to be doing, or I have to, or if other people are involved in this that are trying to like give you their opinions about things. Because fives are about change. The Five of Cups can sometimes be about not seeing what it is that you have already and just kind of being upset or longing for something that you did have. I think it's a change of heart here for you in the future, and I think it's really going to suit your energy as a whole. As your health guides are telling you, don't be swayed by the past. You may have a change of heart on the back of creating more balance in your life, taking this time out to actually see things in a different way, and then hopping into a beauty bubble and seeing the beauty all around you, helping you to blossom and see the beauty in yourself, take care of yourself in a different way, and not feel the need to make rash decisions, to go, oh my God, I'm inspired, let me go do that, absolutely, without taking a step back and looking at whether or not it's going to throw you way out of whack, because a Queen of Hearts would never do that, right? Queen of Hearts energy takes care of herself first. It doesn't have to be that you're a male or a female. It just means that you're asking, what do I need? Yourself is up high on the priority list. It's number one. And you're making decisions that are going to suit every area of your life in a real balanced way. This is a decision on the physical path. So it's your actual physical decisions. And if you find that you've had a change of heart and you're not doing it the same way that you used to, that's okay. Just you keep walking in beauty. You needed the break, and decisions may be made differently. On the back of them, you're going to feel good because you'll get that balance. You'll know it's the right thing to do in your heart. You'll know it's the right thing to do in your passion center, they just said. Your energy will feel good. Your mind will be on board. It's like all areas of your health will be in order and be saying yes to this kind of a thing. And you may get flagged by that change of heart. Like your mind might go, hey, but blah, blah, blah. We always used to this, that, or the other thing. Don't you think you should blah, blah, blah? No, don't worry about that. Let's see what's under here. Yes, there you go. Knight of Swords. This is clarity energy. This is movement forward with clarity. Swords are about your mind, yes, your communication, your higher communication, and your truth. The Knight of Swords understands the strategy. It's communicated divinely, and it makes sense. And it makes sense. So you don't have to worry about, being pulled back into this like mental chatter that doesn't work for you. In fact, you'll be able to feel like you can move forward and take action in a way that makes sense to all areas. And again, if you have a change of heart, you'll know that this is the right way to move because it'll be in line with your inner truth, your intuitive truth. Your heart will be on board, your mind will be on board, your energy will not feel taxed. Okay, and your physical self will be ready and balanced to do that. It's going to feel really good on the back end. So I would say this is like a whole health piece. Like whatever has been going on has affected you as a whole. And has affected you as a whole. And of course, that always happens. It's easy to say, but sometimes you have readings that are really focused on one area. And in this case, it feels like for you, it just affected kind of all parts of your health. And they needed you to kind of be seen, but to stop and create a balanced energy, see things from a different perspective, so that your mind could get on board, so that your energy had time to recharge, so that your physical self had time to rest, and your heart could kind of you could ask your heart, basically, what do I really feel to be true? What do I know from my experience? Where am I feeling I'm guided? What's my heart say? And that gets you into this kind of energy, which is wonderful. You move forward with strategic planning from a place of truth that is very balanced, where you're taking care of yourself and making sure not to forget about that. You're seeing the beauty in the outside world. You're seeing the beauty in yourself and how important it is to take care of yourself in order to be able to move forward in a really beautiful way with a different kind of strategy, perhaps, a different planning method, a different way to get it done, is how they just said, a different way to get it done. It's going to be wonderful for your overall health. Let's see who's helping you with this from the Keepers of the Light deck. Odin, oh, that's right. Ooh, psychic insight, because he flipped, right? Your third eye is open. See truth for what it is. Follow your intuition. So this is really a beautiful coupling for this particular card, because it's telling you, right, you have the insight. Once you come off the back of this break here, if you allow yourself to open up to new opportunities or new ways to be inspired, new ways to see things, really looking at the beauty in everything and finding that beauty reflected in yourself, the psychic insight, the third eye opens right up. The Knight of Swords. So this is the throat chakra. I always think of the swords as the throat chakra because it's communication. Of course, it's like the upper chakras. It has to do with your mind and your brow as well. But your top chakras are opening up to help lead you forward. And Odin is a part of that. He's telling you, right? Your third eye is open. See things for what they are so that you can make the best decision for yourself. Follow your intuition. Trust your inner truth. Trust your inner truth. Yeah, it's like, don't get blindsided by the change of heart that you might have had. It's okay to change. We're supposed to be changing, right? And clearly you're changing in a way that is like elevated. Is beauty. Obviously it involves beauty, but that's just being able to see how you are reflected in the beautiful things that are external or other people that you find beautiful or you have an opinion about that you feel like they're beautiful or that you admire, that is within you as well. And you're working from that place instead of trying to always like be better, or that's not the right way to say it, group two. It's like trying to be like something that you're not. The beauty's already within you. You don't have to try to do that. You just have to accept and acknowledge it for yourself and take care of yourself. And from there, you open yourself wide up to the truth, the divine truth, what you're meant to do and what's going to be most healthy for you, how to make the best health decisions for yourself moving forward to keep you balanced and aligned and open. Let's see what animal we have helping you along as well. Ooh, the sea turtle. Beginnings, self-reliance, journey, home. Oh, I love this energy. It's a 7, and the 7 we have here is the 7 of hearts. New beginnings. It's new beginnings of the heart. And you're taking what you've learned. It's a new journey, a new way to rely on yourself, putting yourself first and being able to sort of feel more at home. It's like a homecoming. So all this stuff that you learned in the past that felt really good when you were giving from your heart or working from your heart or super aligned, you're not just leaving that in the past like it never happened or that it doesn't serve you now. You're able to take some of that with you into a new beginning, into a new way, and move forward here. I love this energy. Walking in beauty. I mean, of course you're going to be opening up, to be able to encourage others, it feels like, in the end, because you're going to be walking with a different stature, is how they're saying it. And that's a divine love from the inside, being able to acknowledge yourself and recognize yourself and how far you've come and what you've been able to accomplish, but not pushing forward anymore. It's taking a moment and then being able to move forward in a really beautiful way. Okay, final advice from your health guides from the Oracle of E. I love this deck. Okay, time out. 22. 20. So twos are important for you there. If you see the twos, know your health guides are around, and they possibly may be saying to you, ask and see what they mean by it at the time, but it's showing up like a timeout. So it may be pause to make this decision, right? Because you've got two twos here, and of course this is a 22. Let's see what the final advice is from the Oracle of E book. 22. See that corner over there? It's yours and yours alone. And it's time to claim that special space. It doesn't matter what's going on out there. It doesn't matter what others are saying. Everything except your own blessed joy is now history. Stake your claim, then take a break. It's all smooth sailing now. Stake your claim and then take a break. That's what you've done here. You've already figured something out. Time to take a break. If you're not already taking the break, obviously your health guides are like, you need a break. Or at the very least, you need to slow down or take a pause because things need to be seen differently. And then you'll be walking in beauty from there. What did they say? It's smooth sailing, right? Something like that. It's all smooth sailing now. Because when you walk in beauty, everything is beautiful, including yourself, right? Even challenges that come along seem beautiful, right? Your whole perspective is meant to shift here. And they're telling you again, take a time out. I also suspect, thank you. I also suspect group 2. You are group number 2. These twos are an indication of your health guide's presence. So if you see the twos, I'm just saying, pay attention to it. It's coming through as a break energy here in this reading. It may mean something to you at the time. Of course, ask and connect. But the twos indicate the health guides for you. And I think that it's like a flag that says, hey, you take a breather, take a nap, take a break. See that corner over there, as they were saying in the card. Plan a night of fun, It's like when you see that energy and they're asking you to take a break, you've got to be able to do your part to acknowledge that. Saying, yes, I get it, I acknowledge it is good, but they're going to be looking for you to actually take an action that is in line with the message, in line with the guidance, which is you need a break. You may be thinking you're going to work for another whatever, or work through lunch. They just said, you maybe think you're going to work through lunch. If you see twos, that's them saying, hey, take a break, please, and have your lunch. Give yourself a moment, right? Things like that. So it may be showing up throughout your days. Just know that is your health guide, and I believe it's connected to taking a break, especially if you're pondering over a decision or having a hard time making a decision. It may be needed to help you make the decision or see something from a different perspective. Remember, you're in the beauty bubble. This was your reading group 2. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please feel free to share it with others, give it a thumbs up, or leave me a comment down below. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so that the next time I post a pick a card reading, you'll be notified. And as I said, I can't say it enough. I love how they're showing up in numerology for you. Group 2, all the twos, pay attention to that. You're meant to be opening up your upper chakra so that you can get different kinds of insight that may be a little bit, that may have shifted from the past. As I said, change of heart may have happened, but it's really you being put on your priority list, you acknowledging yourself and really seeing how beautifully divine, it's like your divine beauty, seeing your divine beauty for what it actually is and being able to share that with the world in a different way. And you're gonna get the insights to do that, but not if you don't take the break. There's several messages here coming in to tell you timeout is needed. So pay attention to those twos. Allow yourself the new beginning energy, right? Allow yourself to return back to your heart center in a really beautiful way. Remember, obviously, you're walking in a beauty bubble, and to take those breaks when you need them. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 2. Hello, Group 3, and welcome to your reading. Today we're getting advice from your health guides. And if you're listening to this, then you chose the third card all the way to the right, Grandfather Sky. What a beautiful card. All right, we are going to read from the guidebook today as they have asked me to do that. And so we'll start reading off with that. There it is, by Denise Lynn. Native Spirit by Denise Lynn. All right, let's find this for you. Grandfather Sky. This is your time to reach for the sky. Expansive energy, vitality, health, healing, and passion. These qualities are expanding in your life. The sky's the limit. You are a healer and a channel for the life force of the universe. Your ability to sense energy fields is increasing dramatically. Be prepared to soar to new heights. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, Group 3. Expansion, expansion, expansion. That's what's going on, expansion. Yeah, to sum it up, they said, to sum it up. So you're soaring to new heights and, feeling that vitality course through you, being able to move up in whatever area you're looking to, they're saying, whatever area. It's like whatever area you focus your attention on, you're going to soar. Now, they have asked me to pull the entirety of the cards first, and I like to be able to pull them on camera so that you know that they were pulled specifically for your reading. So feel free to fast forward through this part if you'd like, and then when you see all the cards down, you can stop it and play if you don't want to hang with me. This is the Keepers of the Light, so a little help for you in your expansion. Health, healing, all those words were involved in that description there. And we're going to grab an animal guide to help you along the way. Thank you. Expansion, expansion, expansion. Love, love, love it. And I'm just going to bridge this Sunburst bicycle deck here, playing cards. Okay. They've asked me to look into what it is you've been going through and what sort of has been in the past, recent experience with your health, so that'll be interesting. And then also what's available to you. So 1, 2, and 3 there. For the future there, got the Luna Soleil Tarot. This is a mini. Grab a few cards from this for you. This is here, and this is here. Okay, thank you. And last but not least, Oracle of E. Love this fun-loving deck. This will be a final message from your health guides for the end of your reading. I see it. Thank you very much. Okay, let's take a look at what your health guides have to tell you for this expansion energy that you're stepping into or are already in. We've got the 6 of Clubs. This card just loves these spreads. I believe it's shown up in every reading. The Queen of Diamonds, Queen of Pentacles, and the 8 of Spades, which is the 8 of Swords. Okay. Just gonna listen here. They just said, you're moving beyond. Okay, so the 6 of Wands or the 6 of Clubs is a card of acknowledgement. It's a card of perseverance. It's a card that tells you to keep going, that you're on the right track. And I suspect that with this 8 of Swords, Group 3, you may have had some, it's like looking in the mirror moments, inner work to do as far as your mind goes, around your thoughts and what you believe that you're capable of is what they just said. So mental health, being able to understand the reality of where you are and the reality of the current obstacles that you may be facing, and that a lot of them were in your mind. And that's why you're totally connected, ready to expand, ready to rise. If you have not fully stepped into the true understanding of where you are and what you are capable of, this is your health guides telling you to take a look at your mental health, at your mind, your thought processes around who it is you truly are, And to take a moment to ponder that. Now, with the Queen of Pentacles there, the Queen of Diamonds, you may have already been doing that. You may have been taking a moment to yourself to take a look at what you've been able to accomplish, to take a look at how far you've come, to take a look at how you've been able to create your life physically, on the physical plane, what you've been able to acquire, okay? And to look around and say, like, okay, I've done a good job. Where do I go from here? What am I capable of from here? And again, it's a look at your mind. It's a look at nurturing yourself, especially with that Queen of Pentacles. Nurturing yourself on the physical plane is always going to help you expand because you are a physical being, of course. And so what the health guides are telling you, you're in this now and or have just experienced this or have been experiencing this. They're acknowledging what you've been going through. They need you to look into your mind and tackle those. That's what they're saying. Tackle those things that tell you you're incapable, or you're not expanding, or you're not a healer, or you're not healing, or you're not activating, or you're not vital. Because it seems to me that you've got some quite extensive capabilities within you, and your mind may have been blocking you or may be blocking you right now, and they're asking you, no, step into this high level and look around you at what you've been able to accomplish. It will immediately sort of negate these kind of mind tricks or mind games or mind obstacles that are coming up for you to try to trip you up when that's not the case. All right, I'm gonna look and see what's under here. Ooh, 5 of Cups energy to couple this. The haves instead of the have-nots is what they just said. Tap into the haves instead of the have-nots. Look at what you have, not what you haven't been able to accomplish, especially on the physical plane. Like what successes you have yet to achieve, how much, the amount of money you've been able to acquire, etc. Look at what you already have done with admiration, because it creates like a gratitude energy and an expansion. So they need you paying attention to that, not what you don't have, what you can't be, what you, etc. You get the point. They said they get the point. Stop focusing on what it is that you think that you should be instead of what it is that you are, because who you are and what you are is beautiful, and this is where the expansion energy is going to come from. Okay, let's see what's available for you. Love, love, love. The 7 of Cups, the 7 of Hearts. So choices. Also being able to make them from a very experienced positioning is what they want me to say. Wow, King of Cups, King of Hearts. 8 of Hearts. Wow, okay. Look at this. So this has emotional expansion written all over it, if you can't tell already. We're just stepping into a really, this is your emotional health here in the future. Maybe this has been really, because you have the only cups you have here are missing a piece, looking at what you have and feeling like you need more or you're feeling bad about what you don't have. This is the only feelings energy, and then your health guides are putting a total focus on emotional energy, emotional expansion. They're expanding in all areas by taking care of your emotional self. So understanding that coming up for you, you've got choices about how it is you're going to move through to elevate here, especially around how you feel. So this is, again, group 3, this will be all around your emotional body and your emotional well-being and your emotional health, your feelings. I don't think they could make it any more clear here at the top with that pull. Yeah, they're saying triplet because there's 3 of them. That's interesting. Okay. So 7 of Cups says you have many different choices. You have experienced quite a bit here, and they're giving you a literal directive with the 5 of Cups that I would very closely pay attention to, because it's going to serve you as you move into this energy. And remembering, oh yeah, I can choose what I want. I'm allowed to feel. You may have many different feelings, right? Like you might feel this way about that. You might feel this way about that. And what they're saying is that's okay. But they want you to tap into a high level. So you're working your way in the future to a beautiful emotional stability energy where you feel like you have authority over your feelings, over your emotions, that you're able, how they're saying it is that you're able to feel what you're feeling. So you may be very empathic with all these hearts. You may be an empath and you have been taking on other people's stuff for a while, other people's ideas of how it should be, how it shouldn't be, and it makes you feel bad or has made you feel bad. And it feels like you're not expanding because you're not stepping into that vision of what they say expansion should look like. And so what they're providing you here is the understanding that you get to walk away with this Eight of Hearts. You get to walk away from anything that is blocking your emotional well-being or your emotional health, blocking your emotional body, anything that you have taken on from someone else's that does not belong to you, that is not yours, it needs to go. To walk away from that, clear that out of your energy in order to provide yourself with a beautiful, stable, emotional core, is what they're saying, core. This is the key to, thank you. This is the key to your expansion, is what they just said. So it's really your emotional well-being that is the key to this health, vitality, sky's the limit energy. If you don't feel good about yourself, if you haven't addressed your mind, if you're not paying attention to what it is that you do have, if you're not clearing out your emotional body of all the other, it's like gunk, they're saying, that may belong to other people or other narratives or other ideas about who it is you are, who it is you should be, how it is you're supposed to expand, any of this stuff. It's all going to be about how you feel about what you've been able to accomplish and who you are now, and how you feel about yourself. Do you feel that you are capable of this kind of expansion? Because clearly your health guides are telling you that you are. Just a little tweaking needs to be done around it, and a focus on clearing out your emotional body, protecting it. So you're going to be making some choosing, making some decisions for your heart center and from your heart center on what stays and what goes, what you're going to continue to carry and what you're not. Mastering it. You're going to be mastering your emotional health. And this is going to provide the expansion. Let's see what's coupling this. 5 of Pentacles. Wow. Interesting. You've got 2 5s here. Okay. It's going to change. Thank you. It will change. It's going to change your physical experience to do this. Okay? Because the 5s are about change. It's asking you to change the way you feel, the way you look at something, and that changes the way you feel about it. So like again, it's not, you see, changing the way that you look at something. Not seeing it in black and white anymore. Yeah, fine. But because cups are to do with when you change the way you look at it, you change the way you feel about it. If you see something that seems seemingly less than to you, if you decide to start looking at it like you're so grateful for it and you're so appreciative of it and it's more than what you expected, then your feelings about it will change. This leads you to clearing out your emotional body and expansion that's going to change your physical. Look at, she has a magic, like a potion. It's like, it will be like magic, changing and expanding your physical life, actually. It's like you have the key to this magic potion, this magic expansion. It's not just like, it's not, it's not, they're saying like it's not hard to understand, or it's not just all spirit and divine magic. It's you too. You can choose. You can carry all this emotional baggage if you want to, carry it all in your emotional body, let it clutter stuff up. And I suspect then things may not change, or they may change, but not for the better, okay, on the physical plane. The expansion energy needs the emotional clearance in order to change everything, in order for this magic to happen for you on the physical plane. It's going to be beautiful. So yeah, taking a look, your health guides are like, take a look at that stuff that you're storing in there that's just not true. Take a look at the stuff that's bringing you down, that's making you feel bad, that's making you feel unstable emotionally. It's got to go. This is going to, it's almost as if by magic. When you make these changes, your physical life is going to change as if by magic. But you are the key to this. You are the key to the magic potion. It's like you have the bit that actually activates the magic, right? So it's not just spirit going, whatever you do, it doesn't matter. We're just going to blah, blah, blah. You are included in this. And so taking a look at your emotional experience is important. You're switching, you're using the 8s for expansion, right? Reframing things in the way you look at yourself and the way you think about things, and letting go of the things that are not serving your heart. It might be hard, but you can do it. And it creates beautiful change in your physical experience. Group 3. All right, let's see who's helping you from the Keepers of the Light deck. Kuthumi. Kuthumi. Cloak of Wisdom. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I love it. You already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. Trust what you know. Oh, I mean, call him in if you feel called to. But the main, look at this. It's a snake. You got this snake here happening. They're saying, observe the snake, Jody. You got the snake here happening. It's like you're shedding a skin. That's what snakes usually mean. Coming full circle, they just said. It's all going to come full circle. You're all going to understand. You're going to be able to understand what this is about. You actually already have the answers you seek. Trust what you know. Trust what you know to be true. Not what your mind is telling you about crap. Not what other people are telling you about this crap. Not what opinions of others are, but what you already know to be true. Trust it. You already know the answer you seek. You're the key. You're this. The minute you plop that in, magic potion, things change on the physical plane. You'll see the changes happening. Sky's the limit on the back end of that. Cloak of Wisdom. So you're walking around Group 3 in a cloak of wisdom. That's amazing. I love that. All right, let's see what the animal guide has to provide for you. Stick insect. Stillness, awareness, discernment, composure. Ooh. It makes me want to take a deep breath. 7, 42, 6. 42, 6. The only 6 you have here is here. So, I'm looking for any other, not seeing any other. 42, 6. This acknowledgement for how far you've come and how you've been able to shine. It's like the stick insect is about taking a moment to yourself and being aware. It works very nicely with this kind of blunt energy of like, you already know, trust yourself. Sit for a minute. Stay composed, right? You'll be able to discern what's right and what's wrong if you can use your awareness. Also, waiting for the right time to move. Trusting that the right timing of things is going to happen. They just are talking about trusting that you'll know exactly when the time is right to move forward, or you'll know exactly when it's time to take an action on this track of expansion. Trusting that you already know and staying aware and discerning and composed in the meantime. So you're not going to fall apart in this. Even though this has to do with your emotional situation and your emotional body and your emotional health, really, in the end here, it doesn't feel to me that you're going to fall apart. It feels like you're going to process your emotions in a way that really works for you. It's high level mastery of your emotional body, and it's beautiful. And it comes with some changes that happen on the physical plane as a result, which is wonderful. And you're able to make those decisions from a place of discernment because you are trusting yourself that you already know. This creates expansion. Sky's the limit. Once again, yes, sky's the limit, they said again. Okay, let's see what the final advice for you, Group 3. Very interesting energy. I love it, really. They're saying sometimes the things that hold us back are like our most coveted pieces of like understanding or learning or wisdom or, information. Maybe you don't like to feel too much, but they're asking you to look at it now. Okay, final piece of advice from your health guides. From scratch. Ooh, another 6. 42, 6, 6, 6. So starting over from scratch, knowing you have everything you need, trusting that you already know. Let's read. 6, from scratch. Congratulations! You've got all the ingredients for every one of your dreams to come true. Everything is now within reach. What are you waiting for? It's not going to bake itself. Quit looking and start cooking. Oh my gosh, massive expansion. So the key is that you have everything you need at this point in order to be able to allow that expansion to be coordinated from both the divine and yourself. So you've got to step into trusting yourself and the knowing that you do have everything you need, and that you're meant to start looking at things differently if you haven't already, because the connection allows you to move forward in a way that is totally expansive, probably beyond what your mind could ever even dream up, really. Every one of your dreams, you have all the ingredients to be able to do that. What does it say? Stop looking and start cooking. Quit looking and start cooking. Right. So now's the time. Address the emotional blocks, address the emotional clutter. It's going to set you free to be able to expand in ways that, as I said, you may not even understand quite yet. But as you move along the path of expansion, clearly you have what it takes. You've gotten to a certain level and you're able to discern and stay still and be aware of what it is that you're meant to do. It's just mastering your emotions here is the trick to seeing these beautiful, magical changes of expansion happening on your physical path. Well, group 3, this was your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it as much as I did. This very interesting energy, massive expansion, powerful energy for you. If you did enjoy it or you found it helpful, you can share it with someone else, give it a thumbs up, or leave me a comment down below. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell so the next time I post a pick a card, you'll be notified. And as I said, beautiful energy for you. It's high level. You have the opportunity to do it now. And looks like clearing out your emotional body is really what your health guides are focused on. And lots of times our emotions, they come from others. If you're empathic, again, if you're really empathic and your energy's already open, maybe coming from others, being discerning about what kind of energy you let in, being aware, right, with that stick insect. But also our emotions can come from our thoughts. And that's why they're asking you to take a look now, if you haven't already, at what you're saying to yourself about your capabilities, or what kind of narratives have been placed in your head by other people or in your belief system. Time to shift those and to look at what you do have instead of what you don't, and then clear, because you have everything you need to fully move into expansion and to trust that you already have the answers within. I hope that this served you. Thank you so much, group number 3.